Okay, so I'm tired, but I can't really sleep, so I decided to just make a video. Now, this is something I've been thinking about for a while. Now, I've noticed for a good long while with most people, like especially, this current generation's youth, a lot of them seem to be really disrespectful. Basically, pretty much arrogant idiots, and this is kind of part of the people who they praise, people who are arrogant idiots who just are very people who think that the world would be wonderful if everyone just thought like them, and all that garbage. People, pretty much people like Seth MacFarlane, and then more prominently a lot of the big famous people, a lot more of the famous people on YouTube, it was people like Repzion and the Amazing Atheist and all that. Plenty more that I don't remember the names of. But a lot of people, a lot of these people, especially teenagers, seem to act like whenever anyone tells them no or they should behave and stuff like that, they act like they're being repressed. And sometimes, and I was talking to a guy like while I was at work. I work in fast food, so like I was working the register, and I was talking to this one guy who me and him were talking, and what he said was like, back in my day, if people misbehave, we use the paddle, and I told him, well, I think we need to bring the paddle back. A lot of these kids can certainly use it, and I think a lot of it is like most people just seem to act like people want to live in especially teenagers, they want to live in this world without consequence, pretty much, and they act like because they exist, everyone should just agree with them, or everyone should, pretty much they want respect given to them without that pesky earning it. And, and because so many people just seem to be arrogant and just want to be, jackasses to each other, pretty much, fight the power and all that garbage, pretty much just try to pretty much mutate things into something that pretty much idiots thinking that they know everything. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I also read recently about some teacher who got beaten up by a student because the teacher took away the student's cell phone. I've noticed like a lot of people just seem to act just awful, and they seem to act like, well, they just seem to be they're just idiots, and it really just depresses me that a lot of these people, pretty much knowing that these people are going to become the next generation of adults. And more often than not, I just think a lot of these people really wouldn't be able to work in the adult world. But then, people talk about, the world's always changing. And, well, considering the generation that seems to be coming, I honestly am not looking forward to it. But what do you think? Let me know.